Hello friends, welcome to the online lecture series of St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurugram. Myself Satinder Vats, Assistant Professor in ETC department. So in today's video we will see the comparators and multiplexer, which is a part of unit 2nd of digital electronics. So these are basically the combinational circuits in which the output at any instant of time depends on the inputs at that particular instant. Okay, so first is comparator. A digital comparator is a combinational circuit designed to compare two n-bit binary words. So we will compare two n bits. It can be 2-bit number, 3-bit or 4-bit, and any bit number, in which we would compare them, and the output would be in the form of that. If we have two numbers a and b, so output would be either a is less than 1, a is equal to 1, or a is greater than 1. So these three output would be possible for a comparator if we are comparing two n-bit binary words. So let us consider a 2-bit comparator in which I am having two words, that is a and b. For a I am using 2 bits a0 a1. Similarly for number b I am using 2 bits b0 and b1. Okay, so I have drawn the truth table for the inputs a0 a1 b0 b1, which can be represented in the form of minterms from 0 to 15, as the variables we are using in inputs are 4 variables. So for 4 variables we would be having 2 raised to power 4, that is 16 combination possibles. That is, I would be having 0 to 15 combinations, which can be represented as the minterms or the product terms. So there would be 3 output possible, that is a less than b, a greater than b, and a greater than b. So for a less than b, in this case, if first case, that is when both the inputs are 0 0 0 0, then a less than b would not be true, it would be false, as a is equal to b. So a is equal to b, we would be having a value high. For the second combination, when a is 0 0 and b is 0 1, as b is greater than 1, so we will be having 1 in this, that is a is less than b. Similarly for third case, a would be less than 1, and fourth case a would be less than 1. Now in the fifth case, a is 0 1 and b is 0 0, so a is greater than b in the fourth minterm or the fifth term. So for this I would be having output 0 0 and a is greater than would be 1. So similarly I can write for all the combinations, like in the 14th minterm when a is 1 1 and b is 1 0. So in case a is greater than b, so I would be having high in a greater than b and 0 0 in all other two cases. Okay, so now I can make the k-map for these combinations to get the logic function. So for a greater than b, I am having high in 1 2 3 6 7 and 11. So I would make the quads and pairs to solve it. Similarly for a greater than b and for a equal to b. So in a less than b, I am getting, that is if I solve it by k-map, I am getting a 1 quad and 1 2 pairs. So I would be getting a1 bar a0 bar b0 plus a1 bar b1 plus a0 bar b1 b2, as a0 a1 and b0 b1 are my variables, 4 variables. Similarly for a is equal to b, I would get a1, that is the symbol of XNOR, which is nothing but a1 b1 bar plus a1 b1. So I have write it in the XNOR form. So for a is equal to b, I would get this, and for a greater than b I would get this. And now I can uh, realize these three logic functions using the logic gates, which you can easily draw. So this is a 2-bit comparator which compares two digits to give us the answer in the form of, that is, if a is greater than b, or if a is equal to b, or if a is greater or less than b. Then we have multiplexers. It is also a combinational circuit that selects binary information from one of the many inputs lines and direct it to a single output line. So we will be having many to one. So it is basically a many to one circuit, or it is a data selector which selects out of several inputs to give us one output at any instant of time by using the select lines, which will decide which input would be transmitted to the output. So depending upon the values of the select lines, we would select our output. So let's, for an example, if I have 2:1 mux, which is having two inputs and one output and one select lines. So how will I select the number of select lines? So if I have n number of inputs, then the select line would be m, which can be find out using m is equal to log of 2n, where n is the number of inputs. So for the 2:1 mux, n is 2, so m would come out to be log 2 of 2, that is 1. So we will be using only one select line if I have two inputs. Similarly, if I have a 4:1 mux, that is n is equal to 4, then the select lines would be, that is m would be equal to 2. So the multiplexer reduces the number of wires to uh, realize any logic function. It reduces the circuit complexity and cost when we compare it with the logic gates, and can implement various circuit using mux. So we can implement various combinational circuit using multiplexers. It can be represented as this also, that is this type of box. So there we can have 2:1 mux, 4:1, 8:1, or up to 32:1 mux. We can have further mux which is having higher number of inputs than these mux as well. So for 2:1 mux, if I am using enable also, that is if enable is high, then only the circuit would work. If enable is 0, whatever the input, y would remain 0. If enable is not there, then also we can explain our system. So I am using enable. So for, as we are using one select line in 2:1, so if s is 0, then the input I0 would come out to the output. If s is 1, then input I1 would come out to our output. So if I write the equations for the output, it would come out to be, that is, if this is I0 is the output, then it would be E into S bar, that is S is 0 in this case, into I0 plus E into S into I1. So this would be our equation for output. So we can realize it using two AND gate and one OR gate. Okay. Similarly, if I have 4:1 mux, then for 4:1 mux I would be having m is equal to root, that is two select lines. If for this combination, two select lines would be having four possible combination, that is 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. For 0 0 I0 would be transmitted, for 0 1 I1, for 1 0 I2, and for 1 1 it would be I3. So if I write the equation or the function, so it would look like this, that is I0 into S0 bar into S1 bar, as both are 0 for I0, then plus I1 into S0 S1 bar, I2 into S0 bar S1, and for third it is I3 into S0 into S1. So you can also have this function, you can realize it using the basic gates. Then we have 13. Similarly, you can make the 8:1 mux, in which we would be using 3 select lines. If n is equal to 8, m would be equal to 3. So in this example I am implementing a 30:1 mux using 8:1 mux. So I would require 4 8:1 mux to represent 32:1 mux. So if I have for 32 raised to 1 mux, I would be require m is equal to 5, that is 5 select lines. So I am having S0 to S4 5 select lines, which can have 2 raised to power 5, that is 32 possible combinations. So I have divided it into 8 combinational. I have divided into 4 groups, 1 2 3 4, having 8 outputs, all of them. Okay, so if I am using 8:1 mux, then it will be having 3 select lines, which we can use as S0 S1 and S2. Now if I am using a enable signal, for the enable signal, if this mux is working, then I will get the outputs from I0 to I7. Now if this one is working, then I would get from I8 to I15. Similarly, if this mux is working, I would get I16 to I23, and in the last I would get, if all of them are disabled and this one is enabled, I would get I24 to I31. So I need some combinational circuit to enable these circuits for a particular combination of select lines. So I will use these 2 select lines to enable these 4 8:1 mux. That is, for the 0 0, for these 7 inputs, I would use the select line as S4 bar and S3 bar. That is, for this combination of S3 and S4, our first multiplexer would be enabled and all other 3 would be disabled. Similarly, if I can have this combination S4 bar into S3, so I would be having my second mux enable and all these 3 would be disabled. Similarly, I can enable the other 2 using the combination of S3 and S4. So when I represent it using the diagram, I will be having 4 8:1 mux with 8 input each and 3 select lines, and a enable which is connected to the AND gate, and the input of AND gates are these combinations. That is, for first AND gate I would use S3 bar into S4 bar, and if these are the inputs, then this enable line would be give high, this would be high, and this multiplexer would start working. If I have the combination of S4 bar into S3, that is this the input of this AND gate, then the output of this AND gate would be high, and this that is the second mux would be enabled and the remaining 3 would be disabled. And this is how we can generate our outputs or select our inputs I0 to I31 one by one using the select lines. So this is how we can make the 32:1 mux using 8:1 mux. So next is demultiplexers. So in this this is the reverse of multiplexer, in which we would be having one input and many output. So it is a one to many circuit or a data distributor. So it would be having n input lines, and similarly as the multiplexer it would be having m select lines as well, but the input would be 1 only. So if we have a 1 is to 2 demux, that is 1 input, 2 output and 1 select line. So if I am using the enable as well, then for e is equal to 0, whatever the select line, that is 0 or 1, output would remain 0. Now if enable is 1 and for s naught is equal to 0, I would get y naught and y1 as I, because I have only one input, so y naught would be I and y1 would be 0. For select line is equal to 1, y naught would be 0 and y1 would be I. So if I write the function for y naught, it would come out to be e into, that is this one, e into s naught bar into I, and for y1 it would be e into s naught into I. So when I implement it using gates, I would require 2 AND gates. So this is how I can implement this demux. If I have a 1 is to 4 demux, then n is equal to 4 and m is equal to 2, that is 2 select lines would be needed. One input is there and 4 outputs. So if enable is 0, the output would remain 0 whatever the values of this select line. Now if I have make the enable high for 0 0, that is select line 0 0, I would be having I at y naught, that is at this output. For the combination of 0 1 1, I would be having I at y1, and similarly for 1 1, I would be having I at y3. So now writing the functions for y0, y1, y2 and y3, I have y0 is equal to e, that is e into s1 bar s0 bar into I. Similarly I can write for all of these, and this comes out to be these functions which can be realized using four input and gates. So this is how we can draw the circuit for a demux. So this is it for this lecture, in which we have seen the comparators, multiplexer and demultiplexers. Thank you very much.